Hi there. Welcome back to American Lingo Academy. I'm Luna, and today we're going to learn 10 super useful phrasal verbs that native English speakers use all the time in everyday conversation. These phrases will help you sound more natural and confident when you speak English. So get comfortable, and let's dive right in. Number 1, clown around. This means to act silly, to joke around, or to behave in a playful and funny way. When you clown around, you're not being serious. You're just having fun and making people laugh. For example, imagine you're at a family gathering and your little brother keeps making funny faces and telling silly jokes during dinner. Your mom might smile and say, "Hey, stop clowning around and eat your food." She's not really angry. She just wants him to focus on eating instead of being so silly. Here's another one. Let's say you and your coworkers are in the break room during lunch. One of your friends starts doing a funny dance and making everyone laugh. Another coworker might say, "I love how you always clown around and make us smile. It makes work so much more fun." In this case, being playful creates a positive atmosphere. Number 2, coast along. This means to continue doing something without putting in much effort, to take it easy, or to just go with the flow without really trying hard. When you coast along, you're just doing the minimum to get by. For example, imagine you're a student and you have an easy class this semester. The teacher doesn't give much homework and the tests are pretty simple. You might tell your friend, "Yeah, this class is so relaxed. I'm just coasting along without studying much." You're not working very hard because you don't need to. Here's another one. Picture someone who's been working at the same job for many years. They know exactly what to do and they don't feel challenged anymore. They might say, "I've been coasting along in this position for too long. I need to find something more exciting." Number 3, cobble together. This means to quickly put something together or create something using whatever materials or resources you have available. It's usually done in a hurry and might not be perfect, but it works well enough. For example, let's say you completely forgot about a presentation you have to give at work tomorrow morning. It's already evening and you don't have much time. You might stay up late and cobble together a presentation using old slides and whatever information you can find. The next day, you might tell your colleague, "I'm so tired. I had to cobble together this whole presentation last night." Here's another one. Imagine you're hosting a dinner party, but you didn't have time to go grocery shopping. You look in your refrigerator and find some pasta, vegetables, and cheese. You cobble together a simple pasta dish with what you have. Later, when your guests compliment the food, you might say, "Thanks. I just cobbled it together with whatever I had in the kitchen." Number 4, cock up. This is a British expression that means to mess something up, to make a mistake, or to do something badly. In American English, we might say mess up or screw up instead, but cock up is still understood. For example, imagine you're baking a cake for your friend's birthday. You accidentally use salt instead of sugar because the containers look similar. When you taste the cake, it's terrible. You might say, "Oh no, I really cocked up this cake. Now I have to start all over again." Here's another one. Let's say your coworker was supposed to send an important email to a client, but they sent it to the wrong person by mistake. Your coworker might apologize and say, "I'm so sorry. I really cocked up that email." It won't happen again. They're taking responsibility for the error. Number 5, color up. This means to blush or to have your face turn red, usually because you're embarrassed, shy, or sometimes angry. When someone colors up, you can see their cheeks getting pink or red. For example, imagine you're at a party and someone tells an embarrassing story about you from high school. You feel so embarrassed that your face starts to turn red. Your friend might notice and say, "Look at you coloring up." Don't worry, we all did silly things when we were young. Here's another one. Picture a teenager who has a crush on someone at school. One day, their friends start teasing them about it in front of other people. The teenager immediately colors up, their face turning bright red. They might say, "Stop it, you guys. Now look what you did. I'm all red." Before we continue, if you're finding this lesson helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We upload new videos every single day to help you improve your English. Your support really means the world to me. Okay, let's keep going. Number 6. Come about. This means to happen or to occur, especially when you're explaining how or why something happened. When you ask how something came about, you're asking about the story behind it. For example, imagine your friend just got a new job in a completely different field than what they studied in college. You're curious, so you ask them, "Wow, that's exciting. How did this job opportunity come about?" Your friend might explain, "Well, I met someone at a conference and we started talking. One thing led to another and they offered me this position." Here's another one. Let's say you're reading the news and you learn about a new law that was just passed. You might wonder how this law came about. You could research it and discover that it came about because many people complained about a problem, and the government decided to take action. Number 7. Come across. This phrasal verb has two common meanings. First, it can mean to find something by chance. Second, it can mean the impression you give to other people or how you seem to others. For example, imagine you're cleaning out your closet and you find an old photo album you forgot about. You might call your sister and say, "Guess what? I was organizing my closet today and I came across our old family photos from when we were kids. It was such a nice surprise. You found them by accident." Here's another one, using the second meaning. Imagine you're interviewing for a job and you're really nervous. You keep fidgeting and speaking very quietly. After the interview, you might say, "I don't think it went well. I was so nervous that I probably came across as unsure and unprepared." You're worried about what impression you left. Number 8. Come along. This means to progress, to develop, or to improve. When something is coming along, it's making progress or moving forward. For example, imagine you're learning to play the guitar and you've been practicing for a few months. Your guitar teacher asks you how your practice is going. You might say it's coming along pretty well. "I can play 3 songs now and my fingers don't hurt as much anymore." Here's another one. Let's say you're renovating your kitchen and it's taking several weeks. Your neighbor asks about the renovation. You might reply, "It's coming along nicely. The new cabinets are installed, and next week they'll put in the countertops. We should be finished in about 2 weeks." Number 9. Come apart. This means to break into pieces or to separate into parts. When something comes apart, it's falling apart or breaking down. For example, imagine you bought a cheap bookshelf and after a few months, it starts falling apart. The shelves are loose and one of the sides is cracked. You might complain to your roommate, "Ugh, this bookshelf is coming apart already. I knew I should have spent more money on a better one." Here's another one. Picture someone who's going through a really difficult time. Maybe they lost their job and their relationship ended at the same time. They might tell their therapist, "I feel like my whole life is coming apart. I don't know what to do. Everything feels like it's breaking down." Number 10. Come around. This means to change your opinion about something or to start agreeing with someone after initially disagreeing. It can also mean to visit someone, but today let's focus on changing your opinion. For example, imagine your family wants to adopt a dog, but you're hesitant because you think it's too much work. After a few weeks of everyone talking about it, you finally agree. Your sister might say, "I'm so glad you finally came around. You're going to love having a dog in the house." You changed your mind completely. Here's another one. Let's say your company wants to implement a new computer system and you think it's a bad idea at first. But after attending some training sessions and seeing how it works, you realize it's actually helpful. You might tell your boss, "I have to admit I was skeptical at first, but I've come around. This new system is actually going to save us a lot of time." And that's it. We've covered 10 really useful phrasal verbs today. I know phrasal verbs can be tricky, but the more you hear them and practice using them, the more natural they'll become. Try to use one or two of these in your conversations this week. Thank you so much for watching today's lesson. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. We upload new videos every single day. Leave a comment below and let me know which phrasal verb was your favorite. Keep practicing, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.